So today's topic of discussion is the fat burning zone. If you've been on an elliptical at the gym or the treadmill, stationary bike, or stairs, there's a good chance that you've seen this. And usually on the panel, and I'll try to post a picture if I can, an example, and you'll see a little panel picture with the different diagrams. And one of the diagrams is called the fat burning zone. And a lot of people, a lot of personal trainers actually do recommend you staying in the fat burning zone to help essentially what? You guessed it, burn more fat. So today I want to talk about the fat burning zone and give you my overall thoughts on it. So first off, what quickly is the fat burning zone? Essentially, when your maximum heart rate, when you're around 55 to 60% of your maximum heart rate, uh, that is when you are in the fat burning zone. Essentially, you are utilizing fat storage more efficiently, and burning more fat because you're using that fat during in that period of the 60% of your maximum heart rate zone compared to like carbohydrates. Now you're always going to be burning a mixture of it. I'm trying to keep this in simplistic terms, but essentially the ratio of fat usage from the storage of your fat during this zone is elevated, hence the fat burning zone. Uh, if you're a marathon runner, let's say, or you're doing something much more intense, your maximum heart rate's obviously going to be higher, let's say 85%, 90%. Like, let's say a marathon runner on the treadmill, busting their butt with like 5 minute miles. When when you're doing that, you're not in the fat burning zone because the ratio of carbohydrates actually dominates the amount of, I should say, carbohydrates become your primary source of energy because if you think about it, your body's getting overtaxed so bad that it taps right into the carbohydrates. It taps all those first, and then it taps into some of the fat. But in the fat burning zone, because your body's not overtaxed, it's not too intense, it's not too low, it's right in the middle. It's very steady. You essentially the ratio of energy usage is more efficient in the fat burning zone. So the science does back this up, but I will say that just because you're in this fat burning zone, don't expect the fat to just simply just melt off because you're in that 60% of your maximum heart rate. That is keeping things way too simplistic. Now, I like to try to keep things in layman's terms on this channel to make it more relatable, but that is beyond too simplistic. And the reason for that is, well, there's a few factors. For one, yes, being in the fat burning zone, you are going to be utilizing more fat as a primary source for energy. However, one, it still comes down to overall calories. So if your diet sucks and you're working out and you're in this fat burning zone and you're like, oh yeah, I'm gonna burn all this fat, and you're not tracking your calories or you're overeating, all that fat burning zone talk is gonna go down the tubes. It's gonna be meaningless. That's the first thing. The second factor about the fat burning zone that you need to realize is that, let's say you work out for 10 minutes. Let's say person A works out for 10 minutes in the fat burning zone, 60% of their heart rate on the treadmill, and you got person B who's not in the fat burning zone. It's a little bit more intense workout, and they are working out, let's say 15 minutes, so 5 minutes more than person A, and their heart rate's around, I don't know, 75, 80%. And let's say person A and B are pretty much the same weight and height. This is just for an example. Person B during that workout is going to burn probably more overall calories, even though they're not in the fat burning zone, because they've worked out 5 more minutes. So there's something also to be said. There's also something to be, or I'm losing my train of thought. Sorry. There's something called the afterburn effect, and I may have talked about it in different videos, but I don't want to go off too much off topic. But there is such a thing as when you tax your body, there are a lot of benefits. And when you do that, you often have to repair your body more and you can burn more calories away from the gym. But, I don't want to confuse you guys too much. So there's a lot of different factors with this fat burning zone. So yes, the science does back it up. The fat burning zone does exist. The ratio of fat as a source of energy in that fat burning zone, the 60% maximum heart rate, there is validity to it, but I would not think that I would not try to fall too much into the trap of, oh man, I'm in this zone and that's all that's going to matter, because I think just over analyzing it too much. I mean, I've never been that much of a fan of the fat burning zones. I'm more of into just killing it at the gym and then just getting good adequate nutrition and looking at your overall diet. If you want to, I guess if you really want to, if you're very pro fat burning zone, then the best thing that you could do is stay in the 60% maximum heart rate of your heart rate and have the clean diet, and then you'll have the best of both worlds. So that's my take on the fat burning zone. Hopefully, if you made it this far, I didn't confuse the hell out of you. So in quick conclusion, to wrap up this video, fat burning zone, for one, it is true, there is validity to it, but it's not going to be your ultimate savior, especially if your overall diet sucks and you're just relying on it too much, because overall it's going to come down to your overall calories. That's my time. Thanks for watching. Comments, questions, always welcome. I will talk to you in the next video.